The itch.io pack. This is Dungeons and Lesbians. I'm hoping that there's some D&D aspects to this, but it's just a visual novel thing. We'll play it for like a little bit. See what it's about. And see if we want to dig into it any further. Apparently the guy made this in like 5 days. Oh, hero. It's good to see you. You will enter a world of swords and sorcery, where giant lizards... Well, where giant lizard things think thievery and regicide is a good idea. Let me show you what you look like. Don't question why you look like that. It's time to name yourself. What is your name? Eleanor. It's just gonna be she. Welcome, Eleanor. The thing is, the world has always been one that longs for a hero. What's a hero? Someone who fills the world with change and splendor, with courage and love in their hearts. But remember, a hero isn't one person. No man is an island, or so they say. I might recommend for you to build up your relationships, be in touch with your heart, so you can touch others. In other words, be as gay as your heart desires, you funky little lesbian. You're getting what you paid for. Venture thus out into the world and let your heroic tales unfold. Up? Level? You've arrived. Monster Hunter. Heck yeah, final boss! Yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Don't copy me, you nerd. Alright, shut up, it's my turn. I mean, Lena's gonna continue. Thanks, Raffi. You come all the way to the... So you've all come to the end of your journey. Flames roar about you, trapping you in a cage of heat and noise. Unnaturally high for your run-of-the-mill forest fires, those ain't no ordinary flames. They're magic ones cast by the very evil sorcerer, yes, the one in front of you right now. You mere fools, you are foolish fools to think you could ever defeat I, Prozac the Powerful. The very evil sorcerer cackles, raising his staff high at the sky at your dubious, or at your obvious defeat, or so it seems. Hold it, fiend. Cute. A literal knight in shining armor, the tank of your party rises, basically blinding you in her glory. For eons, thou reigned eons of terror, pushing the innocence of this land into, a reign of terror. Well, no more, my trusty fellow allies of trust shall vanquish thee. Her heart-rending speech strikes a chord in all your hearts. You, her trusty ally of trust, cannot simply stand mutely mute. Okay, the writing is kind of cute. I, cruel foe, for too long have God's mercy kept thee on this land. Thou shalt taste foolish fall as thou fail and stuff. Do you have a donkey? Because we're here to kick your ass. Yep. What eloquent words. As expected of a bard inspired by your poetry, the remaining member of your party too scrambles to stand. With newfound unfamiliar valiantness, she points an accusing finger at the very evil sorcerer. Determination burning in her eyes, she opens her mouth, capturing the full attention of the enemy. Cute. I have no part in this. I'm actually just in it for the money. In fact, she offers 10 gold to attack your party instead. Silence reigns across the dungeon as the sorcerer ponders the business offer. This is your chance. Throw your dank guitar at the sorcerer while he's distracted. This is your chance. Throw your dank guitar at the asshole hunter while she is distracted. Huh. At the sorcerer. You, a brilliant strategist, devise perfect plans that you execute immediately. Dank guitar smashes into smithereens on the very evil sorcerer's head. You gained 10 plus punk. You also shed a single tear for dank guitar's sacrifice. The very evil sorcerer falls to his knees. Now it's just time for the final blow. The paladin raises her brave sword, the hunter her bow, and you have nothing after smashing your dank guitar, so you don't really do anything. For the flash of blinding light, the evil ruler of this land is no more. Finally, the evil has been defeated. The dungeon is quiet, a roaring of the magical flames extinguished along with the sorcerer's defeat. The adventure, the quest you've all spent together is over. This land shall suffer under his iron fist of cruelty no more, thinking that you should clear your hearts, but for some reason. Or thinking that should clear your hearts, but for some reason. You feel a sense of emptiness within you. Have you ever felt that sense that something is missing? Like there's a hole inside of you you have to fill? This empty feeling. You know what it is. Hunger. What? What? Nod knowingly. We're taking a break. I want sandwiches. Ignoring your friend's protest, your GM strolls leisurely to her kitchen. This D&D session can't really continue without her here, so you just stew in silence. Well, I was getting a bit tired. It's due for a break. Ugh. Having become interested in D&D lately, you and your friends have been pretty into this nerd crud. Speaking of, what have you decided to name your character? Give your character a very cool character. Give your very cool character a name. I call it Mona. Yeah, no, you actually named your card Sir Swagger Balls. Okay, I'm fine with that. Wait. Is this an ad for, like... This is a picture from, like, some sort of, like, hotel thing. Okay. Sir Swagger Balls is a cool name. Now that's what I'm talking about. Anyways, you suddenly get a very particular and strong desire to introduce your friends to yourself. You wonder briefly why ever you would feel this urge as someone familiar with them already, but whatevs. Think about you, think about the paladin, think about the hunter, think about the game master, think about that random dude in the background. I want to maybe continue what I was doing, which is not introducing people. The hunter is run by the gremlin over there. Her name is Gwen, and she's small. You have a long, deep-seated desire to throw down with her once and for all. She is your sworn enemy. Paladin is run by Raffi over there. She's the sweetest girl you've ever met. Once she gave you an entire bowl of sweets. Sure, it was the bowl mixed with M&M's, Skittles, and tiny rocks that look like sweets, but it's the thought that counts. That's you, a singing boy! Also known as the Bard, the adventurer poet, and completely useless. You feel it reflects your true soul. It's your first time with D&D, but you've already concluded that the singing boy is the best class, objectively. Who cares if you had 0 attack or defense points? You've got to seduce everything. Your little doodle of dank guitar brings nostalgic tears to your eyes. Campaign is run by Lena, who just went into her kitchen. She's what you call cool and aloof, maybe a bit of a mom friend. Since she got her own place, that's where you're at now. She always chides us for leaving milk out in the open. I also suspect she is secretly a genius. That's Jim. Nothing. Just another ordinary boy. Say hi to Jimothy? Yes. You say hi, inwardly hoping your thoughts reached his ordinary heart. It totally did. I want to maybe continue what I was doing. Sure, fine, whatever. You return to your boring life full of not introducing. In your stupor, you realize most of your friends have moved off to different sides of the room, eager to explore Lena's new house. Follow Lena to the kitchen. Say hi to Jimothy. Talk to Gwen at the table. Spin break with approach. I think you've beaten me with your sick-ass guitar smashing. Or if you think you've beaten me, you're wrong! An annoying brat. Let's follow Lena. What you doing? Making sandwiches. Wanna help? You can help out Lena, then hang out with the others within your break time. Now you're allergic to being helpful? Yeah. You start helping out. What a nice house guest you are. You decide to criticize Lena's pants to even it out. I've said this already, but your pants are terrible. Hey, my house, my rules. She gives a cool shrug. It is so cool. The room temperature instantly falls by 10 degrees Celsius. Damn, maybe she is secretly is a genius. Awed by her sheer coolness, you only realize after a while the sheer number of sandwiches you're making. Whoa, that's a lot. It's for everyone, too. That's really nice of you. Lena looked a little pleased as she finishes up the stack of sandwiches. I'm not really... I'm just used to taking care of my twin brother. I was always the more mature one. No wonder. I'm kind of curious what you were like as a child, actually. I still have pictures. I'll show you if we have time. I'll take the sandwiches to the table. Could you help me put the milk back into the fridge so the milk babies don't die? What? You know, the milk babies. They die if you don't put them back in the fridge. That's why milk tastes bad when you leave it out, you know? Lena chides you gently as she leaves, you in an abject confusion. And more confusion. Milk babies? Could it be Lena's dumb? No way. No way, you say, but the mystery nags at your mind. There's no way she's actually not smart, right? Mystery of Lena added. Raffi. Huge couch is huge. Make small talk. What you doing? Oh, nothing yet. Say, have you watched Infinity's War yet? No. Captain Iron dies. Oh my god. You no longer want to make small talk with Raffi. Okay. You call out to Jimothy, who's watching TV. Hey. Hi. Jimothy goes back to whatever brain-rotting program he's watching. Gwen is fiddling on her phone, furiously typing something. You vaguely catch some photos flash past her screen. You have time to sit down and figure out what she's doing before hanging out with the others within your break time. Yeah. You take your seat back at the table. Gwen glares at you or stares curiously. You can never really tell. As soon as your eyes glance over, the phone screen turns black. Ugh. How dare she try to protect her privacy by turning off her phone? What was that? It's nothing! Go back to being a nerd. You're the nerd. I'm not a nerd. You're the nerd. You are. Your face is nerdier, nerd. Stop yelling, you two. Just finished playing D&D. You both are nerds. Under Raffi's infinite wisdom, you enter a grudging truce. Can't believe you smashed your guitar. It was your dank guitar. You gently correct her. The correct term is dank guitar. Anyways, didn't you love that thing? It was worth it. I mean, I guess. You still stole my EXP. That's why I'm so mad about it. Gwen opens her mouth to say more, but is distracted by a ping on her phone. This is your chance. You may be a complete idiot with 2 remaining brain cells, but you have a sharp eye for chances. What are you even looking at? Gwen raises her head in a daze. Cryptids. What? Nothing! Go away! As Gwen rejects further conversation, the question nags at your mind. Could it be Gwen has a relation to cryptids, or... The mystery is seriously nagging at your mind. Mystery of Gwen added. Okay, let's spend some time with Raffi. What you doing? Oh, you know, just resting. Want to chill with me? You can chill with Raffi before hanging out with the others within your break time. No, I'm too hot to chill. Yeah. You oblige, gently placing yourself next to Raffi. The cushion you're on bends from your weight. So descriptive. How are you doing? I'm having fun. That's great. I don't really care, but that's great. Contrary to her words, you spot a small grin in the corner of her lips. When she turns back to you, it has smoothed back into her usual peaceful, laid-back smile. Peaceful and laid back, like usual. But help me draw on Lena's bathroom mirror with permanent markers. Offering to help decorate her friend's house? How thoughtful. You're touched by this kind gesture of Lena. Agree to help or agree to help. It is a duty to help such a thoughtful deed. You get up from the couch, tagging along with Raffi to the toilet. Or so you were about to, until... A wild Jimothy blocks your way. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Raffi and Eleanor. And who are you to stop me? Someone who owns this house. That is a lie. All three of you know full well this place belongs 420% to Lena. But Jimothy doesn't have a single hick to give. Well then, what are you going to do about it? Her tone is challenging, insulting, even, but somehow it is Jimothy's responding gaze that sends goosebumps along your spine. Raffi, I know that you know that I know a lot of things about you, like your true identity. Like what? Wiener heart? Raffi's already holding your hand and driving you back to the couch. How assertive. Maybe next time, Eleanor. I like how they have like little pink red knees. Jokes aside, it's the very first time you've seen Raffi this shaken. You can't stop wondering about what happened. What did Jimothy mean about her past and her identity? The mystery nags at your mind. Mystery of Raffi added. Oh, it's Jimothy who's watching TV. Hey. Hi. Alright, done. Just as I figure you're done talking to your friends, a wild Jimothy approaches. You briefly wonder if this is how wildlife encounters feel. Hey. Jimothy just nods back. You realize you don't know anything about Jimothy. He's always there when you come over to Lena's house. Lena just introduces him as Jimothy when you first met. You would think he's her lover or whatever, but Lena's about as straight as a ruler. A bendy ruler. And to be honest, you've always been too afraid to ask. Why are you always being on the couch? I like the couch. You don't know how to answer that, and Jimothy speaks no more. Now that Jimothy's silent, you start to reflect by yourself. Today's been real fun, but talking to your friends has given you something you've become really, really curious about. Mystery of Raffi and her true identity and her past. Mystery of Gwen and apparently cryptids. Yeah, mystery of Raffi and her true identity and her past. Well, you guess you'll do your best to figure that out. Your inner monologue is interrupted by Lena's voice, and also a pile of sandwiches. Everyone, get your asses here. Intermission's over. With everyone in tow, you shamble over. You realize this is a good chance to ask something. Wait, I have a question. About Jimothy. Who the heck is he? He's my bitch. Lena turns to Jimothy on the couch. Get me 3 glasses of beer. No. Lena turns back. This incident will not be remembered by history. So instead, Lena, no, the game master, clears her throat. As her words fill the space of the room, everyone feels themselves transitioning into the fantasy land of their creation. Delicious. Finally some good fucking food. Oh, and the sandwiches, they're delicious. I appreciate the memes. It's finally over. The land is free. You're free. With this heavy burden and the world has placed upon your... From this heavy burden that the world has placed upon your soldiers. I'm gonna learn how to talk. I swear to fucking God. No more innocent blood shall be shed. No more civilians shall cry for mercy. The evil sorcerer has been felled. As you emerge from the dungeon cave place thingy, you shield your face against the blinding light of the sun. Well, wait, wasn't it night? You realize the blinding light is the light from the torches of soldiers here to capture you. Turns out, murder is illegal. What? We killed a bad guy. I mean, we vanquished an evil foe for justice. Hey, get out of my face! According to the law, murder is illegal, but ruling your land with evil sorcery and threats isn't. Curse outdated laws created for those in power that make no sense in its application. Luckily, you haven't been discovered yet. Charm, a nearby villager died. You roll for charm. Getting a 15 or higher means you'll be successful. Let's roll. Roll. You rolled 18. Time to charm the pants off somebody. The god of dice has smiled upon you, and you were successful. With a not evil grin upon your face, you successfully evade the law. You probably commit tax fraud too, you absolute criminal. A murder charge upon your name. You managed to sneak away. Ah, crap. I, Jimothy, a commoner, sees criminals trying to get away. Alerted by a nameless commoner, the soldiers immediately zero in on you and your friends. As the soldiers cast a sleeping spell on you, the last thing you see is Jimothy. I'm sorry, Lena's friends. You know I had to do it to him. Why is he here? I wanted to feel included. And I let him. Because I'm the Game Master. Curse the almighty power of the Game Master, there is absolutely nothing you can do. Moving on. You all wake up in prison. All also curse Jimothy. Your Game Master kindly reminds you that stabbing Jimothy is not allowed. We need to break out. You wholeheartedly agree. Unfortunately, without your trusty dank guitar, you feel a little down as a bard. But your line of bards were born to be free. In fact, you couldn't even wait 9 months to be born. You came out in 7. Everyone that tells you that's not a good thing is a hater and should be ignored. The guard is right out there. Steal the guard's keys. Use raw strength and power. Literally break out. There must be some way to leave. Examine surroundings. Not a bad idea. You turn to the wall. Wait. An ominous skeleton is chained to the wall, implying doom. You may... Okay. Examine this spoopy skelly boy. It's just a skeleton. Damn it. A friendly-looking man, but that's it. Or is it? You can't help but feel that there is something more to this skull than it seems. Something more heroic and really supportive. Exactly because of that, the paladin instinctually kicks the skeleton over. A guard hurries to your cell, tears in her eyes. Leave Bob the emotional support skeleton alone. The spoopy skull on the wall has a name now. Threaten Bob the emotional support skeleton. Make peace with Bob the emotion. Yeah, make peace. You use your sudden charming skills as a bard to roll to seduce Bob, the emotional support skeleton. Bob, the emotional support skeleton, is charmed and soothed by your kind words. With your help and your company, Bob, the emotional support skeleton, is able to overcome his long-lasting fear of commitment. Turns out the true emotional support skeleton was inside you all along. Yep, I like that. The writing. Okay, I'm just gonna say this now. The writing in this is pretty damn funny. Now willing to be brave under your new friendship, Bob, the emotional support skeleton, makes to propose to his boyfriend. Everyone, especially the guard, is extremely touched by the turnout of this event. Good job! The guard, moved by your compassion, agrees to help. The truth is, this place has no key. What? The guard explains that this particular cell has been enchanted with a powerful spell, so unnecessarily powerful everyone wonders why they did that. The only way to open it is to reach the time for judgment, or to obtain that. That? Explain that, wench! Much to your surprise, a low laughter emerges from the cell beside you. That, huh? How foolish. No one has seen that in centuries. Quiet, prisoner! Pray tell, what is that you speak of? What's the point of knowing something you can never have? But very well. I like the look in your eyes. That is... a GF! A GF. I see. A GF. Ah, of course, it was the GF. Pretend you know what it is. Why are your friends so cool with it? A girlfriend? You need a girlfriend to break out of prison? You seriously consider the logistics of a girlfriend and breaking out of jail? I mean, you do want a girlfriend regardless, preferably among your very hot best friends, but... it's true that it's impossible. No one has seen a GF in this land for ages. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's against the law now to make a GF or bringing a foreign GF here. What's the deal with GF in this land? Does this place discriminate against girlfriends? Though, you could always make them in private. A whole bunch of GFs, that is. You want to do that. How do you do that? You really need to know how to do that. Just seeing a GF is enough for me to arrest you. They're dangerous after all. Guns and firearms, that is. Ooh. You knew that. You totally knew that all along. Yeah. From the way your friends avoid your gaze, it seems they were clueless as well. Well, studies from a long time ago shows GF violence is directly linked to the availability of GFs. Only a really stupid country would allow GFs, well, knowing that. Right? Wait, did that just get political? Unfortunately, shading a certain country has made more trial time arrive. Curse the illusion of the passage of time. You even try blowing up the wall in the last-ditch attempt. It doesn't work. The guard just looks at you in this really shameful pity that makes you avoid her gaze. As you were led away by the guard, you asked the mysterious stranger one last question. Wait, tell me, what is your name? You hear a low laughter. My name? Jimothy. Okay, break time. Jimothy? Hi. Wanted to be included again. And I let him. Again. Okay. What, you got a problem, huh? What you gonna do about it? Curses, the GM has ultimate power and you cannot defy her. Also, someone come to the store with me to buy drinks. I want to come. Let me come with you. Someone's going to stay here to watch the house, and Jimothy's disappeared for some reason. Time to take the bullet like a big damn hero. I'll stay behind. I don't want to move anyways. Really? Well then, I'll let you pick whoever here to go with you. Ah, bless the undefiable power of the GM. Pick someone you want to stay home with. Raffi. Stay alone, you're a grown-up, you can handle this. Oh, you want to stay with little old me? Shush up, let's go, Lena. Don't burn the house down. Raffi asks for something terrible. You request them to buy you a Pepsi Zero. They refuse, questioning your taste, so you vow to curse them with your dying breath. As soon as the door closes behind them, you suddenly sense a great evil energy coming from behind you. Hey, Eleanor. Want to help me out with a project of mine? You politely inquire what it is. Good deeds. Yeah, that's the face of good deeds. Before you can ask what the heck she's talking about, she turns around to the couch behind. There's more cushions on it than you remember. Just as you wonder who put it there, Raffi throws some off. Ah! Thought you were missing. He always does this. Every time. Hi. Looks like those two are pretty good friends. Hey, remember your question of who the heck Jimothy even is? Is he like a childhood friend or something? And speaking of questions, you still have no idea about Raffi's dark past. So, Jimothy, remember our thing? Jimothy nods, expressionless like always. Raffi grins and takes you by the hand. You're surprised by the sudden contact. Not that you hate it or anything. You're dragged off to a familiar place, the place most important to mankind since the beginning of civilization, ensuring their survival, the bathroom. Wait. Jimothy, didn't you say you wouldn't draw in the bathroom mirror earlier? I did. Here's an important lesson, my sweet Eleanor. People change minds. And they do it quicker with bribery. Also, I changed my mind to just stealing all her toilet paper. I've got my own tissue. Also, she got me this super rare Yu-Gi-Oh card. I won it from a crying 7-year-old last week. At the proud question mark look on her face, you decide not to question it. Instead, you start working meticulously on taking all the toilet paper in the bathroom and hiding them under Raffi's orders. This is kind of fun. You even make a couple of amazing suggestions, like hiding it up the fridge, where only you and Lena can reach. Suck it, short people. I think we're done. Having finished your workout, you are filled with a sense of satisfaction you only get after a job well done. Now Lena will understand what it means to face unprepared disaster, and she'll emerge stronger from this trial. Wow, how thoughtful of her. Raffi turns to you with a grin, and for some reason you feel heat on your face. It's nothing unusual, this kind of situation. It's not your first time aiding her good deeds. And it's definitely not the first time she looks at you like that, dazzling smile and familiar fondness. It's nothing unusual, just the two of you. You don't hate it. Suddenly you sense a great chaotic energy coming from behind you. Raffi is already right in front of you, which means... Hi. Jimothy. Raffi! This wasn't our deal. You were supposed to leave my stash of tissue paper alone. What is it, Jimothy? I don't recall saying I wouldn't take yours. All the toilet paper? Wasn't that the exact words? A gust of cold air settles among you three. You sense war. Jimothy's blank glaze flickers to you. Fine. Jimothy digs around his pocket and takes out his phone. As you stand confused, realization and fear dawns upon Raffi's face. Raffi holds out a desperate hand, but it's too late. Jimothy's phone screen flashes at you. Oh my god, it's a MySpace. When your love was broken one too many times. Oh, when your heart was broken one too many times. An emo face? It doesn't look fake. That is definitely a screenshot of Raffi's MySpace in the mid-2000s. Whoa! As you process the image in front of you, you realize Raffi is gone. Only Jimothy stands with you in the kitchen, calmly keeping his phone back in his pockets. The door out of the kitchen swings open in someone's wake. Raffi? Look around in confusion using your powers of deduction. You conclude Raffi didn't evaporate into thin air instead. You pad out to the hallway where you hear Jimothy tag after you like the unrepentant murderer he is. But right now you had more important things in mind. Find Raffi fast enough. You nearly miss it. In front of the doorway to the bathroom, Raffi slumps on the floor, defeated. It's an unusual sight. She's usually always so confident. Like when she was mixing Tabasco in Gwen's toothpaste, or intentionally drive slow on the left lane, or unplugged your phone at 10% battery to charge hers. But Jimothy's betrayal has brought her to her knees. Unsure what to do, you cautiously call her name. Raffi? I didn't want you to find out this about me. She sounds absolutely miserable, huddled in front of the bathroom. To be honest, ever since I befriended you, it's been weird. It's not like I have trouble making friends or anything. I even befriended Jimothy, and he hates people much more than he does now. But you, even when I was mixing Tabasco in Gwen's toothpaste, or intentionally driving slow in the left lane, or replaced all of Lena's anime posters with live, laugh, love signs, I don't want to do them with you. I don't want to do them to you. I want to do it with you. Oh, and the phone thing was a complete accident. Sorry about that. You accept her apology. I've never been close to someone before. Being someone's number one, you, or Gwen, or Lena, or Jimothy, but especially you, feels strange. I want you to like me. I want you to think I'm cool. Now I don't know how to fix this. Raffi. A little embarrassed, you scratch your cheek. Eventually, you bend down to the floor to meet her eyes. You don't need to fix anything. Seriously. It's a little goth phase every now and then. Emo phase. You ignore Jimothy. Anyways, you've already gotten the things you want, you know. I like you. I think you're cool. Hoping Raffi got what you wanted to say, you lower your face. That's hot with embarrassment. Somehow, saying it in a roundabout way is even more embarrassing. You expected laughter, but there's just silence, and when you look up, you see something kind of amazing. Raffi stares at you with a look you've never seen before. You stare back in awe. I gotta use the bathroom. Wait, you hit all the toilet paper. Before you can finish, Raffi slams the door to the bathroom, knocking you out. In a daze, you wander back to the table to wait for the others. You kind of want to eavesdrop when she emerges later to talk to Jimothy, but you resist. You also kind of feel like you've been hit by a hurricane. A very soft, nice hurricane. Alright, I'm actually going to save it here. And probably come back to this again. That's actually kind of cute. That's actually very super fucking funny. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will be back with something else sometime soon. Yeah, see you guys later. Bye-bye.